Ooh, am I live? Welcome back to the second game of the morning here with Scotland versus the home side South Africa in the women's over 55 category. We are here for the national anthems. First Scotland, followed by South Africa. What an introduction here to what promises to be a fiery encounter between the home side and Scotland. The benches are packed around the field here today with plenty of support from both teams.
I'm trying not to cry. Over everything. I'm crying for both of them.
And we're just about ready to go here in South Africa for the over 55 Masters World Cup. Promising game here between the home side South Africa in front of a massive home crowd. Plenty of support for them as well as for Scotland. Both sides looking to start their World Cup campaign off to a bang here. The South Africans playing in the white, green and yellow. Playing from right to left on your screens. Scotland playing in the blue from left to right. As we see Scotland winning an early free hit here in the South African half. Well, one back by South Africa there as they counter now up the left-hand side of the field.
Hold it.
Very good little piece of play here from the South Africans, just not forcing the ball through the middle, looking for the outside channels. Unfortunately, that one does roll over the sideline and results in a Scotland free hit.
You go, Mo, you go! Nice ball, Mo! Helen, unlucky.
That'll be a 16 for South Africa.
Get up in front,
They'll look to show a bit of composure here, been under the threat of the Scottish forwards. Well picked up by the left wing
unlucky, Mark. Hard luck.
of South Africa, who wins the free hit for her side. That is the captain, Debbie Gates. Looking to control the game from the front. The first bit of go forward from South Africa that we've had thus far in the game. Bit of miscommunication around the back there, and Scotland now countering through the middle of the field. Falls kindly for them, but well swept up by the centre back of South Africa, clearing for the sidelines. Now as we see Scotland once again on the attack, down the middle, lifted ball into the D. Falls kindly for South Africa as they get hold of it, taking it out to the right-hand side of the field. Bit of a scrap on the left-hand side of the field. Not too sure whose ball it is. Umpire deems that it is Scotland's ball. They play it quickly, looking for a D entry. Well defended from the South Africans as they constantly keeping the Scotland strikers at bay. They do win the free hit on the sideline. South Africa looking to transfer the ball around the back. Great full press implemented there from the Scottish as they now regain the ball. Another double turnover for them. As we've seen, has been a feature of this tournament so far. Could be a feature of the first game. Jitters that both sides just not too composed on the ball, giving it away too early. And as we say that, Scotland take the free hit quickly. Win the free hit just outside the D, looking to move at 5 and fire a crash ball in through the captain of Janet Jack of Scotland. Wins the first short corner off a foot from the number 3 of Charlene Loftus, conceding a short corner there. Scotland will look to open their goal-scoring campaign here from the top of the D. Scotland setting up with one pass, so it looks like the straight poke will be implemented here. Short injection goes to the captain, Janet Jack, fires it in for a deflection. Unfortunately, just missed by the post runner. It will run over the baseline for a 16 to South Africa. South Africa now looking to transfer the ball around the back. Unfortunately, that one is a missed trap, and it gives possession back to Scotland, who are seeming to be the dominant side here at the moment. Great little interception from the captain of South Africa there, Debbie Gates. Once again, he's interfering with the back four.
Someone inside! Helen, inside!
Great little transfer here from Scotland as they look to outlet through the right-hand side. Great tackle from the South African defender there. She now has advantage. South Africa on the counter, looking dangerous. The crowd is getting behind the captain as she carries the ball up the left-hand side, plays it to the left for the number 18 of South Africa, who just couldn't get on top of that one. The ball rolls over the sideline. It will be a hit to Scotland. Scotland now throwing the aerial. Great bit of skill shown there from the Scottishes. That one just gets mistrapped and rolls over the sideline for a South African hit. Umpire just making sure the Scottish are 5 there. As Briggs now on the ball, looking for her left link. Unfortunately just misses it. Ball played through into the space for Scotland. Pressing the centre back, well managed. Onto Briggs once again. Briggs winning the free hit for her country. A bit better from South Africa now as they're looking a bit more threatening up in the top of the field. Here we go. Through the number 11 of Sharon Abbott. Carries the ball, just gets dispossessed but does win the free hit for her side. South Africa now looking to flood the D with numbers. Possibly not 5. The umpires let it slide, but dispossessed by Scotland as they now have an opportunity to counter down the middle of the field. They have numbers advantage on the right-hand side through the number 8 of Trisha Main, who carries the ball now to the side of the D. Great tackle from the centre-back. Much appreciated from the crowd here at the Western Province Cricket Club fields. Great little bit of work there from the South African. Gives Scotland the free hit on the sideline here, just in front of the half. Big hit comes down the line once again. South African defenders. Briggs looking after that ball very neatly. Unfortunately, just losing the blow there. Scotland coaches calling for the transfer here. Scotland decide rather to enter through the T-points. Unfortunately, that takes a deflection off a South African stick, but it falls kindly for Scotland round about their halfway line as they look now to counter up the left-hand side of the field. Great bit of work there from the South Africans as they win the sideline hit. Scotland implementing a full court press here means there's lots of space behind if they can just penetrate the first wave. Unfortunately, that one does not, and Scotland are once again on the attack down the left-hand baseline. Lovely bit of interplay as the crash ball comes in, well managed by Briggs once again at the back, and South Africa clear for safety. Scotland, just a breakdown in communication there, gifting South Africa back position halfway, just past the 23-meter area. Briggs on the ball once again, will look to outlet now up the line, and does so. The captain now, Davy, on the ball. Unfortunately, doesn't find her South African counterpart, but falls kindly for South Africa as they now have a chance to counter up the right-hand side where they do have space and numbers. A bit of a mistimed pass there, gives the ball back to Scotland as they now look to slow the ball down and regain composure from their sides. A big hit comes in from Scotland. Unfortunately, the number 5 of Michelle DeMarco will not be able to get onto the end of that, and that will be a 16 to South Africa. Big hit from South Africa, finds their right link. Who'll be looking to find an inside pass here. A bit of a harsh challenge from Scotland. Umpire deems it to be fair, and unfortunately, the ball is played over the sideline and Scotland come away with possession. Great bit of individual skills shown there by Scotland to find the foot of the South African forward. A massive slap coming across. You don't see too many of those in this age category, but what a skill to be implemented. Ball comes in for Scotland. Rebound off the keeper, falls favorably for Scotland. Unfortunately, deemed to have hit a foot of the Scottish player, and South Africa now come away with possession. Looking to transfer the ball around the back. Scotland once again implementing a high full court press, putting as much press as they possibly can on the South African defenders, which is working for them at the moment. that will roll over the sideline and be a sideline hit for South Africa. The coach calling for them to press South Africa into the corner, but unfortunately, it seems as if South Africa have taken it quickly. No, they have not. Well, Scotland now pressing in the corner and win the ball back once again. Umpire playing a good advantage, winning the free hit on the sideline is Scotland, now looking to enter through the right-hand side. Once again, Scotland with the free hit, looking to move at 5 and fire the ball across the circle. Well picked up by the South African defender, who's carrying the ball out wide and wins the sideline hit for her side. Like to see a bit more go forward from South Africa here. At the moment, just struggling to get through the Scotland press. Good little piece of movement there from the South Africans. Unfortunately, is picked up once again by the Scottish, who shot comes in, just misses the far post. And it will be a 16 for South Africa. Scotland definitely the more dominant side thus far in the game. South Africa will be looking to find their straps early in the second quarter. A lovely ball played now to the number 5 for South Africa on the left-hand side. Michelle DeMarco does well to find the middle of the field. Unfortunately, the blow not going the way of South Africa there. They aren't too happy with that, but Scotland do come away with it. Looking for the big ball through the middle. Unfortunately, no one's there. They send it wide. Great pickup by the number 5 of Joyce Robertson, who wins the free hit for her side down on the right-hand side of the field. Once again, Scotland on the attack. Ball comes in, unfortunately rolls over the baseline and will be a 16 to South Africa.
Right forward! Right forward!
Big hit from South Africa into the midfield, gets picked up by the Scottish. A little bit of miscommunication, and South Africa will get the free hit on the line. They'll be looking to play this quickly as they do have a numbers up advantage. Unfortunately, it is well defended by the number 11 of Mo White, but a double turner gives South Africa the possession, and now they are looking dangerous on the counter-attack through the left-hand side. They need to get numbers in the D here. Ball comes into the D for South Africa, well picked up by the Scottish as they look to outlet, wins the free hit for South Africa, hitting the foot of the Scottish. Moving at 5, looking to get it straight into the D here. Great defending from Scotland as they manage to keep the South African forwards at bay.
Yeah, yours, John! Only ball him! Joyce! Over! Come on, let's go!
Coach calling for the overhead here from the Scottish. Once again, lovely skill implemented there. Gets through to the number 5 of Joyce Robinson, who's still in possession, chasing the ball towards the baseline. Well picked up by the South African defenders. A great bit of aerial skills to eliminate Joyce Robinson there from this, and wins the free hit on the side to South Africa. Once again, turned over in the press by Scotland. South Africa just not getting the opportunity to beat the press here. A nice ball comes out to the Scotland right back, who feeds down the line, looking for a ball into the circle. Well defended by the South Africans, who just concede the free hit. Great bit of defending from South Africa there. Unfortunately, still conceding the hit. Scotland looking to take it quickly. The umpire just saying that the ball must be stationary before taking the free hit. Scotland will go again here with just over 3 minutes left in this first quarter. South Africa need to find a bit of composure, and unfortunately a short corner is awarded to Scotland, the second one of the game for them. South African player not being 5 off the restart after the umpire had warned her, and a short corner is awarded to Scotland. Once again, Scotland with the single castle. Looks like a straight poke. The injection is good. A variation goes to the right-hand side. The shot comes in for Scotland, and a goal is scored. A lovely tap in by the injector there of Scotland. It looks to be... Not too sure what the number is for Scotland there, but a great goal from the penalty corner, which takes them into the lead by 1 goal here. Opens a scoring account in the World Cup for them. They'll be very happy with that just before the first quarter hooter sounds. South Africa now will be looking to reply fairly quickly. Find their straps, outlet successfully through the Scotland press, which they have done so this time, winning the free hit on the sideline in the Scottish half. Permitting numbers high are South Africa now, winning the free hit once again. Big hit comes from South Africa. Unfortunately, the centre forward could not get on top of that one, and that rolls over the baseline for a 16 to Scotland. Appears to be just under 1 minute left in the quarter. South Africa will look to have a successful press here, possibly get a short corner.
Movement there, Sandra! Sandra! Let's go!
Great little step there from South Africa. Looking for the free hit, but unfortunately the umpire is deeming it to be a fair tackle. Scotland now just showing a bit of composure, sending the ball around the back, looking to access the space on the far side of the field. Well pressed by South Africa as they now have a chance to counter down the left-hand side. Numbers inside the D for South Africa if they can get it there. Unfortunately dispossessed by the solid Scottish defender. Bit of a dangerous ball comes in. Umpire does give the blow to South Africa. 30 seconds left in the half. South Africa, we're looking to get the ball straight into the D here, which they do. D entry finds the South African stick. Great defending by the Scottish and managed to get the ball out to one of their players. Once again, South Africa will look to move the ball into the D here fairly soon with minimal seconds left on the clock. That finds a stick. Comes into the hands of South Africa looking for a short corner. The shot comes in, unfortunately, just misses the ball, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter in this encounter between Scotland and South Africa, where Scotland take the lead by 1. South Africa will be looking to have a little bit more attacking plays as they did near the end of the first quarter. Join us in the second quarter for more quality hockey action. And we're back here in the second quarter of this contest between South Africa and Scotland, where Scotland take the lead by 1, definitely being the more dominant side in the first quarter. South Africa do show some strength near the end of the first quarter, and once again now looking very dangerous down the left-hand side.
Sonia, drop top,
The big ball comes in from South Africa, finds the high-lying striker. A little bit of a scrap down in the left-hand corner there. South Africa be looking for a foot. Ball comes into the D, well swept up by the Scotland defender. Once again falls favorably for South Africa, who win the free hit. Taken quickly. What? The Scotland player was probably not 5 there, but umpires deem it to be fine. South Africa just conceding a hit there in the midfield. Scotland now looking for the number up on the right-hand side, which they do find. Great passage of play here from South Africa. Great defending there. The Scotland coach at half-time just asking for her side to be more clinical in the D, filling the zones of far post, P-spot and top D, waiting for the rebounds off the keeper and tucking it past her. Let's see if they can do that in the second quarter. Scotland now recycling the ball, looking to access the space on the left-hand side of the field. A great press by South Africa is slowly closing down the options there. There we go, lovely turnover from South Africa as they now look to counter up the right-hand side. Unfortunately, the captain, Davy Gates, couldn't trap that one, but does still have possession
Just be aware your right shoulder.
from a free hit on the sideline.
Hold it there, Mo.
Overhead thrown by South Africa into space. Well picked up by the Scottish defender. Great pressure shown here from the South African forwards.
There you come, Mo. Out you come.
Lovely little outlet from Scotland. Looking to hit the right half. Will be put under pressure by the number 18 from South Africa, who wins the turnover. Unfortunately, not the blow not going her way. Scotland will come away with possession. A big hit down the line for Scotland. Evades a few players. Does fall into the hands of South Africa. That plays the ball over the sideline, giving Scotland the possession. Once again now, South Africa sweeping up the loose balls at the back there, looking for a big ball up the line to the captain, but unfortunately rolls over the sideline. It will be the Scottish free hit once again. Scotland now looking for a ball up the line, finds it. Umpire blowing South Africa up there for a stick tackle on the striker, setting a tone early in this game. Scotland once again winning the free hit. Scotland definitely have enjoyed most of the possession of the game so far, winning 2 PCs and their first goal coming from their second short corner. Scotland looking to move the ball 5 quickly now. Great bit of individual skills from the number 13. The captain of Janet Jack fires the ball across the D. Unfortunately, doesn't find a Scottish stick. It does fall favorably for Scotland now as South Africa clear a loose ball up the middle of the field. Scotland once again in possession. And a short corner is awarded for intentionally playing the ball over the back line. The South Africans are not happy with that decision at all, deeming it to be accidental, but the umpire is strict in his decision there, awarding the short corner to Scotland. It will be the third one of the game. They have conceded one. They have scored 1 out of the 2 short corners that they have had the opportunity to inject in so far. Can they convert this one to double their lead in the game? Looks like the same variation is the stopper takes the ball. The shot comes in. A great save from the South African keeper. Appreciated by the crowd. And Scotland will have now a long corner. Great bit of stick work there from the captain, Janet Jack. Unfortunately, pops the ball into the face of the South African defender. who seems to be okay as South Africa clear for the lines. South Africa must be feeling the pressure now, doing a lot of defending in this first half so far. They'll be looking to, as I said before, just be more clinical in beating the Scotland press, having a few more attacking opportunities higher up the field rather than just clearing for the lines. Once again, winning the free hit is South Africa. Slowing the ball down, they'll look to compose themselves here, find a comfortable outlet. They're running up the right-hand side, looking for the big pass down the middle of the field. Unfortunately, it is intercepted by the captain of Scotland, who gives it to the captain of South Africa, Debbie Gates, running through the midfield, finds a pass down to the left-hand side. South Africa now, unfortunately, just giving the ball back to Scotland in the middle of the field.
And again, line. Win the ball.
Great tackle from South Africa as they now once again are on the attack, looking for a pass. Being put under a bit of pressure are the defenders there of South Africa. They find a lovely transfer ball all the way onto the right side of the field, looking to expose the space. The captain, Janet Jack, for Scotland, cleaning up the loose ball, looking for a pass into the midfield, finds one. And Scotland now on the attack, have numbers forward, a great ball into space, unfortunately just not picked up by the Scottish midfielder. It will result in Loftus on the ball for South Africa, looking for a pass through the blue wall of Scottish defenders, and South Africa now with a chance. Ball comes into the D, it's loose for South Africa. Unfortunately, the Scottish player just clearing that one out of the D, keeping her side out of trouble. Number 8 for South Africa, Ovia Ryan, just dispossessed by Scotland. Loving the play from Scotland here, finding those 100% connections, not throwing speculative balls into the midfield. Definitely showing their skills early on in the competition. Well tackled now by the South African defender, who pops the ball down the line, but unfortunately once again picked up by the Scottish midfielders. That ball has gone over the line. A big hit from South Africa. Just comes into the stick of the Scottish defender. It feels as if the South Africa are being a bit desperate here. There's still plenty of time in the game. They don't need to force anything, but it appears as if they're just trying to force it through the Scottish midfield and playing right into that Scottish game of just waiting for the ball in the midfield and playing on the counter-attack. South Africa now in possession off a long corner, looking to recycle the ball out the back. Plays it into the midfield. We have a D entry for South Africa, but unfortunately well picked up by the Scottish defenders once again, who are now on the attack down the right-hand side. Great tackle from the number 6 of South Africa, who makes another one, but unfortunately the Scottish attackers now do come away with it. Looking for a ball ahead into space. Well swept up by the South African defenders. Gillian Briggs at the back there for South Africa, really showing her strength in the defensive patterns, working in the free centre-back role. It's been a great exhibition for her skills so far this game. She'll be looking to continue with that throughout the tournament and possibly assist her side in a bit of the outletting structures as well. South Africa now with the free hit up on the right-hand side of the field. Looking to transfer the ball into the middle comes South Africa. Unfortunately, once again, just forcing it into the Scotland sticks. Scotland do come away with it. A harsh blow against Gillian Briggs there for South Africa. The umpires make sure that they know a great overhead is thrown by the Scottish. Keeper makes a nice save. It will result in a long corner for Scotland. Great tackle once again by none other than Gillian Briggs. Unfortunately, just losing out to the blow from the umpire there.
Are you helping? And now when you move, and then she moves, then we create the openings in the space. 5. Helen. Yep.
Great ball cut out there by the South Africans. It does land favorably for South Africa, who win the free hit. Once again, looking to take it fairly quickly are the South Africans. Lost in the midfield to Scotland as they now come on the attack. Great tackle there. And a little reverse pop up the line. Unfortunately does roll over the sideline to award possession back to Scotland. The captain, Jack, just fires a great ball down into the right-hand side of the field. They're looking for a cross ball, and it finds a foot of South Africa. And the fourth penalty corner of the game is awarded to Scotland, who will be looking to once again double their lead in this encounter. We've seen the same variation done twice now by Scotland with the number 13, the captain of Jack, stopping the ball and taking it for a bit of a run. We have another short injection from Scotland, looking for a deflection. It does find a foot of South Africa, which will be a reward for the fifth penalty corner of the game for Scotland. You think now we'd see a bit of a variation from them, possibly a zigzag?
You were too high, Marge.
Looks as if South Africa are running two first waves. There might be a bit of space to expose behind the first waves. It looks like it is a slip left. The shot comes in, but unfortunately is lifted. And South Africa now come away with the hit, looking for a quick counter. Unfortunately, the South Africans making substitutions couldn't get on top of that one. Debbie Gates, the captain, great tackle there, looking for her counterpart on the right-hand side of the field. Great tackle from the Scottish number 3 of Sonia Andrews, showing great skill there and just picking the ball off South Africa as they now come down the right-hand side, looking for an attack. Unfortunately, just outside of the reach of the right wing there.
Got to secure the ball in those situations, ladies, yeah? So if it means we turn our back and we go backwards.
South Africa now implementing a full press, looking to turn the Scotland ball over, and a great overhead is thrown. My goodness, all the way down into that left corner of the field. Ball takes a deflection off the South African stick. It looks like it will land favorably for South Africa as they're now attacking up the left-hand side, dispossessed by the number 10 of Scotland in Carolyn Allison, as she now looks to give her side the go forward. Unfortunately, that ball rolls over the baseline, giving South Africa the 60. Big ball up the line for South Africa now as they find the captain in the midfield, Debbie. A great ball through to the forward. Unfortunately, just picked up by the Scotland defender. A free hit is won. The Scotland captain, Janet Dack, showing her dominance here in the midfield. She throws a massive slap. Unfortunately, just rolls over the sideline before it could reach the high-lying striker in Susan Sloan. Once again turned over in the midfield by Scotland, and they win the sideline hit. Just over 2 minutes left in this encounter. South Africa will be looking to get something out here. As we say that, here we go. South Africa countering down the left-hand side. A great tackle from the Scottish captain once again, Janet Jack, all over the field today. It's been an awesome first half for her, leading her side. Another great ball thrown into the midfield, well picked up by these South African defenders. Fires it out to the right-hand side for safety, but here comes Scotland once again down the middle of the field. A bit of a miss-hit there. The umpire's blown that for danger, and it will be a South African hit out. South Africa now outlining up the right-hand side. Bit of a fluffed pass picked up by Scotland as they attack through the middle. South Africa now win the free hit through Gillian Briggs once again showing her strength.
Leslie, watch wide. Don't go two. Hold the press. Hold the middle of the pitch. Yep, hold.
Great transfer of the ball here from South Africa as they now seem to be going fairly far back. A bit of miscommunication from the two South African links here, and the ball does just roll over the sideline for a Scotland hit with 40 seconds left on the clock. The Scots will be looking to just hold out possession here, transferring the ball all the way across the field there. It looks like we have a chance for South Africa now as Scotland defenders are put under pressure. A great ball from the captain, but unfortunately picked up by the South Africans with 10 seconds left on the clock. Can they get something in the D? Unfortunately, there's no South Africans there, and they are dispossessed by Scotland, and that should be the end. And that brings us to the end of the first half of this fiery encounter between Scotland and South Africa, where Scotland take the lead by 1. The second half promises to be filled with quality hockey. Join us for some more action after the break.
If everyone's on the bench.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
First touch done. All sorted. First
Welcome back to the second half here of this fiery encounter between Scotland and South Africa. Scotland taking the lead by 1 penalty corner goal. Scotland being definitely the more dominant side in the first half. South Africa will be looking to improve their outletting technique through the second half here, looking to bring the score back in their favour. Big tackle there from South Africa and wins the free hit.
Don't fly in, Leslie. Hold your player. Hold. Good, now shoot.
South Africa now looking to transfer the ball around the back.
Again.
Lovely ball pace. Should be a pass in the midfield open here. Lovely pass through. Unfortunately, doesn't get collected. Scotland once again on the attack, winning the advantage. Umpire plays on. Ball in for Scotland now with an opportunity to score. Great save from the keeper.
Win something now.
Falls favourably for Scotland as they still are in the corner. Great tackle from the South African defender. Wins the free hit. Once again, Scotland coming out firing in the second half. Showing how strong they are on the counter-attack. Great overhead thrown by South Africa. Misses a few players, running down the line now. Scotland will win the free hit, transferring the ball around the back. Great little passage of play here from Scotland. Good step from the South African left wing as they now have a chance through the captain, Debbie Gates. Great bit of skill, finds her counterpart on the right-hand side of the D. The shot comes in, and it's a goal for South Africa! The crowd is going mad here on what seems a diving deflection from far post. What a finish from the South African. Hope she's alright after making a collision with the back of the goals there. But that levels the scores once again. And South Africa now with their tails up. Can they convert this period of momentum into more goals? Unfortunately loses the ball there. Great defending from the South Africans, channeling the ball over the line, winning the free hit. Looks like the goal scorer there for South Africa was Debbie Jordan. Great show of skills from her to level the scores here in the second half. Scotland now once again on the attack, looking dangerous. Great tackle from South Africa, but unfortunately a foot is found, and Scotland get their 6th penalty corner of the game. They'll be looking to answer the goal scored by the South Africans. We've seen two main variations from the Scottish. We have the short injection to what is now the left-hand side of your picture to number 9 of Norma Brownie, and the other one, which it looks like it might be now, a straight poke. Great running there from the South African first wave. Unfortunately, the captain, Janet, gets hold of the ball, falls favourably for Scotland. Another shot comes in, a great passage of defending for the South Africans as they win the free hit. Out and clear for the lines. unfortunately just bobbles over the sideline there, and Scotland will have the possession once again. But a great little passage of defending for the South Africans, defending 3 shots there, and now do win the free hit out.
Mo, come a little more across. Hold there, Sandra. That's good. Good, Caroline. Stop the pitch.
Lovely from South Africa, just getting the ball through to their fetches. Unfortunately, just dispossessed by the Scottish. Now the ball with the captain, sends it out wide. Lovely bit of composure
Got one here.
from the Scottish, looking for their right back, but unfortunately the number 4 for Scotland there couldn't get a hold of that one.
Watch the space in here.
Once again, Scotland implementing their full press, winning the ball back, a couple of double turnovers, and it looks like South Africa do come away with the scrap on the left-hand side there. Great little overhead thrown to the captain for South Africa, Debbie Gates, who now wins the free hit. Numbers are forward for South Africa if they can find them. Bit of miscommunication, but a lovely pickup from the number 6 of Debbie Jordan once again. Looking for the ball in for South Africa, finds it, South African stick, but unfortunately just losing the free hit there. The captain for Scotland, Janet Jack, once again on the ball, sends it out to the right-hand side, looking for the counter opportunity. There is space. Unfortunately, that one just rolled over the sideline, giving South Africa the free hit. Bit of a tussle down the left-hand side there. South Africa come away with it, taking it quickly, but the umpire not happy with that, asking that the ball be stationary before the free hit is taken. Very unfortunate for South Africa. There was a good opportunity for a counter-attack, but they still have the possession. Just a mistrap there, gives the possession back to Scotland as they now look to play out of danger from their right-hand corner. South Africa winning the free hit once again. They have numbers in the D here. This could be a good opportunity for them. Not 5. And a short corner is awarded to South Africa, the first one of the day for them. They'll be looking to score their second goal of their campaign here. Let's see what they have from top of the D. We see now South Africa, the captain, Debbie Gates, lining up on top D with 2 castles. We haven't seen that often in this age group. There is an early break from Scotland now. South Africa will have an extra man up here. Will they go to a variation, or will we see South Africa sticking to their guns, looking for the straight poke? Ball comes in, injection is good. Goes to Debbie. It is a variation, slip left, looking for a player on P spot, but unfortunately the umpire awards a free hit out. Now Scotland coming on the attack here. A lovely through ball. Can the Scotland number 4 get on the end of that one? It is slowing down on this Astro, as it is very hot today. Astro is a bit sticky. Scotland coming away with the ball down the baseline. Great bit of defending from South Africa. Ball flies into the D. Possession still with Scotland. The shot comes in. Well saved from South Africa. Looking for an outlet. Gets the ball outside the D. South Africa still in possession here. In the left-hand corner. They'll be looking to find a foot of Scotland. An overhead is thrown. Umpires say no danger. The ball is once again with the captain of Scotland, Janet Jack, showing a great bit of individual skill there, winning the free hit, takes it quickly, South Africa caught sleeping a bit there. Gets a D entry, well swept up, and another shot comes in from Scotland, and it is just wide. That'll be another 16 for South Africa.
Great response, Scotland. Come on, let's go.
Great support here from both sides, especially on the live stream. See all your comments, so keep them flying in. Lovely passage of play here for South Africa as they win the free hit now inside the Scottish half. Looking to commit further numbers forward as the South African link now takes the ball, wins it back for her country in Charlene Loftus. Now South Africa looking dangerous in the middle of the field, fires the ball into the D, well picked up by the Scotland centre back, and now Scotland with a massive overlap on the right hand side here. South Africa will want to be working back nice and hard, and it does. They do make the tackle, but it's still with Scotland as they carry on down the right hand side here. Lovely tackle. It is a breakdown from the South Africans. Scotland once again take the ball quickly, looking for a short corner down the right hand side, and they do get one. That will be the 7th short corner of the game for Scotland. Only scoring the one so far. Seems as if the umpires stopped time for a possible injury here. Seems everyone's alright, so play will continue with the short corner.
Nice and simple.
Scotland once again setting up with one castle. Sonia Andrews on top D. Unfortunately, it goes to Janet Jack. The Scottish not too happy with that call, but South Africa are delighted to come away with it, looking for a counter opportunity down the left-hand side. Unfortunately, the number 11 of Sharon Abbott couldn't get on top of that one, but it will be a 16 for Scotland. South Africa now looking to press quite high up the field. Stepping the platform up here is the coach, Andy Bernstein, asking her players to fill those zones. A great little pick out the air from South Africa as they now look to counter. South Africa looking to transfer the ball around the back. That is a great little passage of play. If they can get the ball into the midfield now, there's a lovely pass available. Unfortunately, just picked up by the number 18 of Scotland in Anne Menzies, and now Scotland once again on the attack down the right-hand side. Great tackle from the South African, and that will be a long corner to Scotland. Great individual skills shown once again from Janet Jack, winning the free hit for her side. She's been instrumental in defense and attack for her Scottish side this afternoon. The ball comes in from outside the circle, well picked up by the South African centre back, who's looking to carry the ball out wide, wins the free hit for her country. Nice overhead once again thrown from the South Africans. Loose ball in the midfield, picked up by Scotland. Falls favourably for South Africa. Sharon LaRue there just winning the hit.
That's fine.
South Africa once again looking to recycle the ball around the back here. There's plenty of space in the midfield. Unfortunately, just misses that one. No one's five, so the umpire says play on. A nice deflection from Scotland, gives the ball straight to the number 12 for South Africa. Sharon LaRue fires the ball into the middle, but none other than Janet Jack for Scotland is back to make that tackle. And Scotland once again now coming on the counter-attack. Down the right-hand side, they have a numbers advantage. Great little breakdown from the right back there. Unfortunately, the umpire deems that there's been no advantage gained, and Scotland will have the free hit just outside the 5 metre. Scotland now on the bottom right-hand corner. Unfortunately,
Good movement now, Leslie. Pull wide, pull out.
don't get anything from that. It is a long corner.
Leslie wide. Leslie wide. Pull wide, Leslie.
Scotland now winning another free hit inside the South African 23 with just under 3 minutes left in the quarter here. South Africa will be looking to hold the Scottish attackers out here. Ball comes into the D, finds a Scottish stick, shot comes in and it is wide. A 16 for South Africa.
Just what she's been on for this quarter, team.
A nice little tackle here on the right-hand side for South Africa. A bit of miscommunication and the ball rolls over the sideline to award a hit to Scotland. There is a free player on the line here. Scotland can find her. Unfortunately, they don't.
Gotta come back for that one,
Sideline once again for a South African free hit.
Skip it here. Scotland. Pull the line, pull the line. Skip it here. Go, Trish. Next one.
South Africa once again come away with the ball through the captain, Debbie Gates. Finds the ball into the midfield, unfortunately loses it, but gets it back again. Lovely bit of stick work from her as she now carries it up the line. Lovely little transfer here from South Africa as they now looking dangerous down the left-hand side. Unfortunately, number 14, Gail Shankland, will not be able to get onto the end of that one, and the ball will roll over for a Scotland free hit. South Africa really putting pressure now on the Scottish defenders. You want your right wing to be cutting that pass to the centre back. Great piece of defending from Debbie there, together with her number 3, Shawneen Loftus, wins the free hit for South Africa. Just now 2 minutes left in the quarter. South Africa will be looking to get this one into the D.
Good, Trish, good. Together, together.
Great piece of defending from Scotland. Unfortunately, does give the hit away. But South Africa now will have another chance to attack down the middle of the field.
Go, Trish. 20 seconds, ladies. Good, go, Joyce, go. Go, Joyce. Good, go, Joyce.
Great piece of skills there from the Scottish captain once again.
One pass,
Distributing. South Africa now on the attack down the left-hand side. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter here, where the scores remain level. 1-1, Scotland versus South Africa. All to play for in the last quarter. See you after the break.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people that's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
Danny takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
As we go. Chances, okay? We want to win.
Welcome back to the final quarter of this classic clash between South Africa and Scotland. The scores remain level. Scotland scoring early in the first quarter, South Africa scoring in the third
We can
quarter.
move the ball.
Scotland were definitely the more dominant side in the first half, but South Africa have come out to play in the second half, holding much more possession, looking more threatening in the midfield. South Africa now in possession down the left-hand side, a bit of a scrap. South Africa do come away with the hit.
We've had lots of chances up front, yeah? Yeah? You came back and we got a PC, yeah?
Another big overhead
blow
thrown
that.
by the South African.
Go on,
Scotland
Janet.
with the advantage here. They have numbers forward, a bit of a harsh tackle. It seems as if we have an injury. The umpires do stop the time.
Yeah. She didn't expect it. I don't think she expected it. She took her feet. And she didn't expect it at all, so there's no shot on her. You need to go. Yeah. Can we go? Carolyn, it's Carolyn. That's her shoulder that's gone, yeah? It's Carolyn. It's Carolyn. You need to go. I can't go now. Right, that's all Carolyn who's up front. She's up. I just think she didn't know what was happening.
So it seems that the number
She
10
has to come off. She has to come off.
for Scotland is now back up and running.
Yeah,
Caroline
go,
Ellison,
Sonia, go.
after taking a bit of a fall there, looks to be all good now.
You need to tell him because he's likely to pass.
The coach's physio did go on, so unfortunately there for Caroline Ellison, she does need to come off for 2 minutes. She is going to be replaced by the number 3 of Sonia Andrews.
You can go. The time's off, yeah? Take your feet.
Scotland once again now on the attack down the right hand side, looking for a direct ball in, finds a foot just outside. The captain Janet Jack once again on the ball, moving the ball 5. She will be looking for a direct ball in here. Once again the fake slap comes in, well picked up by the South African defenders, who managed to skill a few players, but unfortunately passes straight back to a Scotland stick, and a hit out to South Africa is awarded for a back stick from Scotland. South Africa now looking to outlet up the left-hand side, which has been a weakness for them in this game. A nice little hit through, unfortunately, is picked up by Scotland as they now attack down the right-hand side. Possession scrap, and South Africa do come away with it. Looking to transfer the ball around the back. This is where they've had the most success in their outlets. As soon as they move the ball,
Don't go, Mo.
looks
Don't
like
go, Mo.
there's
Hold the press.
a
Hold
nice
the
little
press.
bit
Hold
of
the press. Fill the
pressure
line.
coming
Fill
from the
line.
Scottish
Fill
forwards
the
now.
line. Hold.
Lovely ball in.
Now go.
Bit of miscommunication between the two South Africans, and Scotland do regain possession, but lovely pressure from the number 11 of South Africa, Sharon Abbott,
They're coming in from behind.
being applied to the Scottish centre backs. Forces them a bit further back. The ball is being deemed dangerous. South Africa now with the opportunity to counter if they can get numbers forward.
Watch your left there, Mo, with you.
That one's just going to run over the baseline. A bit sloppy from South Africa. You'd like to see them be a bit more clinical in these areas, especially coming into the last 15 or so minutes of the game. You have to be taking your chances. Scotland now on the attack down the right hand side. A great pass to the number 15. of Susan Salone now running down the baseline, looking for something in the short corner. Great defensive work from South Africa as she wins the ball for her side and clears it up the line and will find a connecting pass. South Africa need to find another forward here. The captain now on the ball. Debbie Gates distributes wide. South Africa looking dangerous up the right-hand side. Can they get the ball into the D? South Africa once again in possession down the right-hand side. It's a D entry and a short corner is awarded to the South Africans. The crowd is cheering up here as the game starts to tense up. South Africa with the second short corner of the game, looking to take the lead here.
Set up for the counter, guys, come on. Susie, Suze, the counter set. Does everyone know where they're going? The counter.
Once again, South Africa sitting up with two castles. Ball goes to the captain, Debbie Gates, who slips it left once again. Great defensive work from Janet Jack of Scotland, but Debbie once again has the ball. South Africa now in possession. The shot comes in, forces the save from the Scottish keeper. That is very good defensive work from Scotland to keep the South African forwards at bay. The score remains level
Right side, open, right side.
with just over 10 minutes left in this final quarter. Scotland now
And again.
looking to attack down the right-hand side. A great few passes strung up there, but unfortunately that one is mistrapped and will run over the baseline for a 16 to South Africa.
Closer, Bowie. Closer, closer.
Definitely fatigue showing for both sides here.
Who's in the middle? Forward, yeah.
That's why the captain, Janet Jack, will be on the ball. Lovely fake slap, but unfortunately that one was touched by a South African defender, and Scotland will have the free hit. Scotland now looking dangerous down the right-hand side. Win a long corner.
11 minutes. Max, 11 minutes. Two hands.
Great little passing game shown from Scotland, but South Africa once again denying any chance of a goal. Lots of double turnovers creeping into the game now as both sides showing a bit of fatigue. South Africa do come away with that free hit.
Other side of her, she'll beat you every time. Yep. Oh, that's the one. 10 minutes.
South Africa looking for the outlet, once again picked up by the Scottish. It falls favourably for the ladies in the green and gold. But unfortunately that one has rolled over the sideline, and the captain, Janet Jack, on the ball once again. A massive overhead is thrown towards top D. It should be deemed to be dangerous as South Africa have the advantage now. Clearing it out wide, unfortunately they just couldn't trap that one. The number 17 of Leslie Baker couldn't get a hold of that. South Africa will now look to press the Scots in their half, turn over possession and possibly get an outcome. Long ball comes in from Scotland, picked up by none other than Gillian Briggs, still showing her strength in defensive work. at the back there. South Africa once again looking to outlet down the left-hand side. South Africans not happy with that call, as it did come off the Scotland stick up into her shoulder. But Scotland will be very happy with that fortunate blow. South Africa now coming away with the ball. Just playing it back to give themselves some room for the outlet. Winning the free hit is the number 7 of Gillian Briggs. South Africa now looking for the transfer, showing where they're successful in their outlet, exposing the space on the far side of the field. South Africa will come away with the hit up the line once again. Great strength shown by the South Africans in transferring the ball across the field. The back stick there from Scotland will give South Africa possession, which they have. Numbers up, they weren't 5, but the umpire just deems that to be a free hit for not being 5. No upgrade. A mistake by South Africa there gives Scotland now possession as they look to attack up the right-hand side, find some space in the midfield. Picked up by Scotland. Both teams desperate in defence here. South Africa have been under pressure for the last few phases of play. Will be looking to get something high up the field. Scotland once again find themselves in some space around the top of the D. South Africa looking for the foot. Umpire put his hand up and has taken it down again. South Africa now on the counter up the left-hand side. The captain of Janet Jack making the tackle. She has been instrumental in this Scottish performance, really controlling the game. South Africa now with numbers forward, looking for the free hit and do get it. With just over 6 minutes left, South Africa would need to take their chances, but unfortunately, that one once again is just missed by the right wing. South Africa not taking chances higher up in the field. Unforced errors can be costly in a tight game such as this. Scotland in all sorts of trouble now in the bottom right-hand corner. South Africa do win the hit. This is a massive opportunity for them as the ladies in the green and gold flood the D. Can South Africa find a way past this blue wall? South Africans win a hit on the sideline once again. They would like to move at 5 and find a player inside the D there. There seems to be 2 South African players waiting for a deflection on far post and P-spot. That'll be a long corner for South Africa. A much easier place to attack from. Unfortunately dispossessed once again there by the Scottish captain, and South Africa regains it off the overhead. There is a ball in the midfield. They should win the hit. Unfortunately don't. As Scotland now on the attack, we're looking to close out this game with just under 5 minutes left in the counter. The captain, Janet Jack, once again on the ball, really does everything for this team. Great overhead thrown into space down in the bottom left-hand corner. The ball comes in, loose ball across the face of the D, well picked up by the captain of South Africa. Unfortunately conceding the hit there to Scotland, who look to play it quickly. Nearly making an intercept there. Scotland will be happy to spend their time down the side of the field through the captain. Janet Jack now. Can she find a way through the green and gold wall? She's looking to move at 5. That definitely hasn't gone 5. Umpires let it play on. A big overhead comes here from South Africa. It picks up the left wing. As South Africa need to get numbers forward in support here. An uproar from the bench of South Africa as that one is blown for shielding. Tough call. Once again, Scotland on the attack down the right-hand side with just over 3 minutes left in this encounter. It could go either way. Big hit from South Africa up the line, takes a touch off a South African stick. It will be a Scottish ball. Loose ball in the midfield, picked up by Scotland now. Who attack? Once again, defended well by South Africa. Looking to win the 50-50 ball in the midfield. No one's up top for South Africa, so the centre-backs do have lots of time. Great ball out to the right back for the Scots. That one seems to be lifted. The umpires giving the ball to South Africa. And South Africa now with some space down the right-hand side. Can the captain, Debbie Gates, whip out anything special? Unfortunately, just mistraps that one. With 2 minutes left in the game. A ball comes flying towards my head, but fortunately I was able to duck out the way. South Africa will have the free hit now. Debbie Gates now fires the ball through. Picked up by the Scottish defender who is in a lot of pressure from the green and gold ladies here. The captain, Debbie Gates, looking for the advantage, but unfortunately gets blown against for obstruction by one of the South African players. Seems as if one of them just ran in front of Debbie while she was running with the ball there. Great tackle from the South Africans as South Africa now looking to try and transfer the ball here with 1 minute and 26 seconds left. South Africa need to find some space down the left-hand side, which they do. Scotland defending with their life. Unfortunately, South Africa will concede that hit to Scotland, who are now countering down the middle of the field. South African ladies flooding back to the D in a desperate attempt to hold out the Scottish attack, who now continue down the right-hand side. The ball comes into the D, across the face of the goal, falls into the hands of the number 4 for Scotland, and a goal is awarded to Leslie Norman from Scotland to take the lead 2-1 in this encounter. What a great play from Scotland there. Doing what the coach had asked. Waiting for the rebound off the keeper. Now South Africa in a desperate attempt with 22 seconds left. Lose the ball. And Scotland will take their time to set up this hit through their captain. A massive overhead is thrown towards the South African defenders, who regather, looking to find a connecting pass, but unfortunately that one does roll over the sideline, and that brings us to the end of this fiery encounter between the home side, South Africa and Scotland, where Scotland are victorious by 2-1, scoring very late in the last quarter. What an epic affair this was from the two sides. Stay tuned for some more quality action in the next few games.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people that's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.